Hey guys, and welcome back to Follow Me. I'm a Foodie India. Today we have a special treat for you. We are taking a breakfast tour of India. That means we're trying breakfast food from north, south, east, and west.
Yes.
We are starting with east. We're at one of our favorite spots called Bombay Chow Patty here in Dallas.
Amazing.
So good. We are going to try misal pav and sabuduna kishki.
Tell us if we're saying that right.
Yeah,
We're trying.
I think we did, but
Okay.
I am so excited. I love all of this food. Both of these are things we've never tried, and y'all have been telling us that breakfast is amazing, so let's do it.
We're ready. So this one they said is a sago wheat. We've never seen anything like it. Oh, it's warm. Warm and spongy. Okay. Cheers. Wow, that's yummy.
Immediately spicy. It's kind of got like a gelatin type thing. There's potatoes.
There's nuts in there, make it nice and crunchy. Again, the
I
texture,
like that.
the textures on all of these is so much fun.
So just added a little mint chutney to it, and I'm interested to see what kind of flavor that adds, because the pieces themselves don't actually have a ton of flavor,
Wow.
but wow,
So good.
that is a game changer.
It holds on to any flavor you give it. Apparently. I'm starting to taste the spicy now. Is the mint chutney spicy?
It's a little spicy, but this is a spicy dish.
I
Like,
didn't get any spicy for a while. Maybe I just wasn't grabbing the right spot. This
I
is really
love-
good.
the textures, the spice, especially now that it's got the mint chutney in it, it doesn't need it to be good, but it sure doesn't hurt it. It is really,
This is
really
delicious.
nice.
This is a ton of fun.
Okay, now time for misal pav.
I've been preparing it by sprinkling in some of that accidentally.
So when we asked about breakfast food last week on the community page, one of the things that somebody said is you'll never be able to find that here in the U.S. And I'm
However.
so excited that we did, because it was one of the most recommended items. So
Yes, this place, it's so fun because every time we come, we're getting to try something brand new for us and something that's actually really hard to find in the U.S.
yum. Wow.
It's incredible.
Man.
This one's more spicy to me.
Definitely.
It's so good. It reminds me of sloppy Joe only because it's so sloppy. But, you know, I'm blaming it on the food. It probably is just me.
I'm not very good at eating with my hands, so I'm going to load it up with a spoon.
Oh, what is this?
I'll be kind of nice to me on that. I'm not trying to eat it wrong, but it's easier to eat when you load it with a spoon. Is that a whole chili?
Yeah.
Don't put that on mine.
This is why it's so spicy. So we've got whole chilies in here. We've got all of this amazing. Okay, I'm following your lead.
Man, I love that.
If you guys are gonna get me in trouble, please blame it on Chad.
The textures here are amazing, especially when you put whatever these things are mixed in it. It just gives it so much texture. You get the softness of those sprouts, you get the crunchiness of the onion, and then the extreme crunchiness of these little pieces of fried whatever,
Yes.
and then the softness of the bread. This was an amazing start to this video. We still have to go get north, south, east, and west, but what an amazing start. Thanks to Bombay Chow Patty. If you haven't had it, go try it. It's really, really good.
Now we're in Houston at a place called Flying Ely's to eat some South Indian breakfast. So of course we had to start with the dosa.
I am so excited about this. It is piping hot, just came out.
It's crispy, and look at all the spices they have on here. Whew. Did you start with the tomato chutney? I'm getting some sambal.
Wow. We ordered it spicy, and oh my gosh, is it spicy.
The sambal kind of helps. It's so creamy and soft, and then it's like a perfect balance with the crispy dosa.
That is
but
hot.
I'm tasting the heat right
I
now.
love that.
Okay, I'm getting some of this tomato chutney now.
While I'm letting that soak in sambal, I'm going to try this peanut chutney.
I think it's got a really, really hot spot. The South Indian breakfast is like fire.
And we ordered it that way.
Yeah, we asked for it spicy.
Oh my gosh, it's spicy. It is so good.
It's so spicy, but it's so delicious. There's
Ooh.
some fresh onions in here. What else is in here? There's lots of amazing stuff in here.
All right.
This is so good.
It's been soaking in sambar. That's really good.
I'm trying this middle one here. They said this is more of like a peanut sauce. I think normally it would be a coconut sauce, right?
So, I think that's the culprit. If you can't tell, that is whole red chilies.
Wow.
So, I bet you
It's
the one that
delicious.
hurt you, I bet you had a red chili in it.
Probably. So the peanut sauce is kind of perfect because it helps calm it down a lot.
I've
So
never had
spicy
a
and then
peanut chutney before, but it
Me
is
neither.
super good. I really, really like that.
I love the potatoes in here.
Yeah, the
What are they
potato
cooked
helps
in?
tremendously because the first little bit was just dosa and it was very, very spicy. But the potato really kind of calms it down, makes it a lot easier to eat. I mean, it was delicious both ways, but big old chunks of aloo in there, and that really kind of brought it all down to something that's totally manageable and absolutely delicious. First dish down here, absolutely amazing dosa. One of the better dosas I've ever had.
Definitely.
I
So much
love
flavor.
the spiciness from it. Like, I am bright red, but I love it. So now it's time to try idlis for the very first time. Really, really excited for that. People have been telling us to try these forever. Look at that.
Those are plump
Beautiful.
and juicy.
Goes
You
into
want a
some
whole
senbar.
thing?
Very good.
This is like I'm eating a pillow. It's so soft. It's really delicious.
Looking at it, it doesn't look like it would have very much flavor.
Right.
But it does. You get that nice little bit of greens on top.
I like that.
And then you get the flavor of the sauce. And then this itself, she told us it was a rice dumpling. You get a little bit of rice taste. You get a little
bit,
tiny bit of sweetness.
I love this texture though, and I love how it really holds on to the flavors that we dip it in.
It's very spongy and delicious. It just sucks in whatever you dip it into. It is absolutely delicious
This
with
is really
senbon.
good.
I
Yes.
love that.
I'm excited about the next one because it is grilled vegetables and gunpowder on top.
All right. So this is their twist. It's got onions, cilantro. It's got gunpowder. It's spicy. So
It
it's kind
smells
of
spicy.
a little bit of fusion, sort of. I don't know if this is really something that you could get in India. Let us know in the comments, though, because we're very
let us know.
curious.
Wow.
So much flavor.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more than just gunpowder on this. These vegetables are delicious. There's almost like a sweet element a little bit. And then spicy. It's kind of jumping back and forth on my taste buds, and I'm loving that.
Super interesting. I love it. Definitely
That's
like
really
that
good.
one better than the first one. The flavor is just through the roof there.
And these ones, they cut these ones up, coated them in gunpowder. They look spicy.
So
I'm
this
nervous
is,
about these ones because of how hot that dosa was.
this is called a fire idli, and so it's a regular one, but super spicy and chopped up. So tell us again, is this something that you guys actually get to eat in India, or is this another kind of interpretation by them?
I like it.
I do too.
So, it is not nearly as spicy to me as the dosa was.
Oh, it's not, but it's still got some spice.
It does, and it has a lot of flavor. Again, however these are made, I would love to learn how to make these because it just absorbs the flavor that they're in. And it's so good.
The texture here is outstanding. I mean, it's just really,
Not like anything I've eaten before. So it's really interesting texture.
I love this. This was a great experience. I wasn't sure if I was going to like idli just because looking at it, it doesn't look like much.
Right.
But just like all the other Indian food we've eaten, it's just packed with flavor. I just got a
is.
really spicy one. I'm lit up all over again. Of the idlis, which is your favorite?
Honestly, this one's my favorite because of all the vegetables that are there to put on. There's some cilantro in here, onions, garlic. There's so much on here, and then having all the dips. Yeah, I think it's this one and the gunpowder. What about you?
I liked the second one the most.
Really? Mm-hmm. What made it stand out so much for you?
I liked whatever that paste was on the top. It just really set it apart. It was absolutely delicious.
And it was hard to define, so it made it fun too. And we're like, I don't even know what I'm tasting, but it's so good.
This was quite a breakfast, though. South India, boom, thumbs up. Absolutely love it. So we will see you at the next one.
Chad found some West Indian breakfast food. So we are at a Bengali restaurant called Raki's, and we're starting here with this amazing luchi. It's like transparent, puffy bread, and then we have aloo tokari. So I'm really excited about this. This looks amazing. You can see all the seasonings on there.
And then look at what our second dish is here. It is kochuri, and then it's got like a cholar dal is what it's called. I hope I said all that right. It was a mouthful. It all smells and looks so good. So this is like a lentil curry. This is stuffed with peas. All of it looks so good. What do you want to start with?
I'm most excited about that, so I want to start with this first and then work our way down.
All right.
You ready?
I am.
Grab some puffy bread. Ooh.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. So the luchi that we've had before, when we tear it, it just flattens out. But this is still pretty puffy. Look at that.
Well, what we've had before is called puri.
Oh, that's right.
This is a little bit different. Is it actually the same? It's just called something different? Or you guys let us know in the comments for sure, because we're trying to learn here. But you get to different regions and things are called different things. And look at that amazing looking bite, though. These potatoes smell so good.
There's a chili in here.
Oh.
That's so good.
So good. Creamy, beautiful potato. I mean, like...
Reminds me of like a homemade stew.
It's big chunks, but it's so soft that it's like chewing mashed potato, actually, more than it is like a regular potato like that.
And these chilies are so good. I don't know what kind they are, these green ones. They're not insanely spicy. They just have a perfect spice level in there. And then the little seeds on here have a nice little burst of texture.
Yeah, so it's you're getting just a tiny bit of heat, a lot of crunch from this fried bread, this luchi, and it is
really
a little different than puri, so I think it might be different. And I love, love, love that just hint of spice at the back. Right at the end of chewing, you're like, it kind of perks you up a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. I really enjoy this because I feel like this, out of everything, reminds me of like a home cooking. It's a lot more familiar to me than a lot of the other items that we've had for breakfast.
That is so good. All right, let's move on. Let's try this one now. This is stuffed with peas.
Ooh,
wow. So when it said stuffed with peas, I thought it was going to be like whole peas rather than like a pea paste here. And this goes with this dal.
Ooh.
So I'm going to scoop.
I'm dunking.
That's even better. It is like the gravy with this one is outstanding.
It's a little bit sweet.
It is a tiny, tiny bit sweet. Perfect texture.
That is really amazing. I'm stealing this from you.
Wow.
So this one is your favorite?
Super good. I don't know. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try a little bit of lentil, a little bit of potato.
That sounds good to me.
This looks like it's going to be a really nice combo. Check out my little fusion bite there. That's it.
You found the answer?
That's my favorite bite. If I had to pick one or the other, though, as much as I like this, I just love the silkiness of these potatoes. They're just so good. But by far,
that is
this is the better of the two.
If somebody said we had to pick between these 4 items, I could just eat that all day long.
Yeah, it's so good. I'd take this bread and this aloo. I think they're the best. And this has like a butteriness to it.
It does.
And it's just buttery, silky goodness.
It's so delicious.
So I had no idea what to expect from Bengali food because we've had none.
It's so hard to find. He's looked everywhere.
I love it. I am so excited. We're going to be eating a lot more Bengali food, so you guys definitely be watching for that. As far as the breakfast video goes, though, man, absolutely delicious. So now it's time to start the northern part of our India breakfast tour, and we are at a place called Shuv Sagar in Houston, Texas. We're starting with a chole bhature, and look at this bad boy. Is that a puri? It's so big. Is that still a puri? Tell us what that's called in the comments for sure. This looks so good.
It does look amazing. Now, of course, I can't have my breakfast without my chai. I've been sipping on this all morning, and it's so, so good.
And I've got me some limca here because I've got to have some amazing caffeine here. I want to try it first, just without the onions or anything else, and just kind of get the flavor.
Get it in there to the knuckles. That's what you guys have taught us.
Sometimes I wonder why we eat anything more than chole, because I just love it so much. It is so unbelievably good.
That's delicious. So when you first look at this, it almost looks like it's all just going to be kind of mushy. But each of these things has a crunch in it. So I'm excited to add more with this fresh onion.
Yeah, throw some onion in there.
You want some
Ooh,
lime
I do
on
want
this?
some lime. Go ahead and lime that up. Man, this is really, really good. Anything with chole in it ends up being like one of my favorite dishes because I am just a chole fanatic. I love it. It is so good.
The spread is incredible. It's doughy, it's crunchy, it's soft and fluffy. I didn't know you could get all of those textures in one. What is this?
Ooh, that's a big old chunk of cinnamon.
Oh, look at that.
I knew it tasted a tiny bit of sweetness in there.
Cool.
So
I had
good.
no idea.
So good. Now that makes a lot of sense. You know, I think Indians do chickpeas better than anybody else in the world. I think that as Americans, we have it kind of in hummus and a couple of other ways.
Ways that we actually don't like it that much.
We're missing out. As Americans, we are just simply missing out because we don't know how to cook this. But
That's
you
true.
guys have absolutely nailed it. I love this. I always love this. I knew I was going to love this. And this is actually one of the best choles I've had so far.
It is, yes.
It's got spice, it's got a tiny bit of sweetness, the crunch
So
of
much
the
freshness,
onion.
Yes.
And then this puri or whatever it is phenomenal. I am so happy with this.
So good.
Next thing we're having here is a lou paratha. Look at this beauty.
Piping hot.
Yes, and with it we have a sweet yogurt and pickled mango. I've never heard of pickled mango in my life, so I'm gonna try it with that first. What do you think about it with the yogurt?
It's really good with the yogurt.
Oh, sorry, I mean to get you.
So good.
Wow. That's really strong, but it's nice.
You're supposed to take this tiniest piece of this.
Am I?
Yes.
I don't know.
Right? Y'all tell us.
Am I doing it wrong
Tiny,
again?
tiny bit. Yum.
That's
Oh,
really strong, but with this, it's like very subtle and makes it kind of creamy.
It's still good?
together. Yeah.
we asked for some chutneys because I really like the chutneys. So this is like a mint chutney.
This is like a mint. She said,
Ooh. I don't know how you did that. That is so strong.
just taking it slowly. So with that chutney, she said it's like a mint with chili in it. And then this one is like an onion, garlic, ginger. You love?
That's so good.
You always like the green chutneys. Is it because of how fresh it is?
I love the freshness of it all.
Try this one.
What is it?
It's really good. It's ginger, garlic, onion. The ginger's pretty predominant.
Ooh,
But it's very
that's
nice.
got some kick to it. This has real kick to it.
Really?
Really, it is like lighting me up right now.
I like spicy. This one's hot too. I didn't realize how hot it was.
Ooh,
I would
this
say
stuff
that
is getting
this is really
warm here.
Oh, maybe that's what the yogurt's for. Maybe I should try that.
My face is starting to tingle.
That's not where it's supposed to tingle. It's supposed to tingle in your mouth.
My eyes are starting to like well up just a little bit.
Twitch a
Like
little.
this is super spicy here. If she's feeling it, you know it's hot. But it is really, really good. It's good with that yogurt too, huh?
Yeah, and it settles the spice.
Yeah, I need it bad.
That's so good. Never have I understood why there's always a yogurt thing on there. Like, I know it settles the spice, and I've always enjoyed the spice. I've never really used it. Today I understand it.
Absolutely.
Today I get it because that was like so spicy. I wasn't sure how I'd be able to continue
These
with
chutneys are crazy. So
it. Your
good.
favorite so far?
I like the mint the best. I do.
Really?
But the yogurt saved me, so it has a special place in my heart.
That's funny. So I really like this mango, even though I got way more than I need to. I'm gonna try a lot with this because this is one of my favorites. The ginger and the spice, and everything nice.
So between the paratha and the chole bhature, which one there? I'm going chole. I love chole so much. It's my favorite thing. It may be my favorite breakfast item, period, or one of my favorite
all
Indian
time?
items ever. Like, it's just so good.
I really enjoy that. I enjoy it so much. It's one of my favorite too. But I like that with every bite that we're taking, we're getting something different here. So I think I would say I'm enjoying this more because it's taking me on like a roller coaster ride of flavors, and I really like it. It's fun.
I love the wheat flavor that you kind of get subtly. I love that potato, and then when you mix all these other flavors in it, it is really, really good. This home run of a breakfast right here.
So good.
That was so delicious, we couldn't pick a favorite, but let us know what your favorite was in the comments below, and we will see you next week.